Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pada kesempatan kali ini saya akan membahas PKA chapter 10 troubleshoot multi area OSPF v3. Langsung kita baca backgroundnya. A large organization has recently decided to implement a multi area OSPF v3 network. As a result, the network is no longer functioning correctly and communication throughout much of the network has failed. As a network administrator, you must troubleshoot the problem, fix the multi-area OSPF v3 implementation, and restore communication throughout the network. To do this, you are given the addressing table above, showing all of the router in the network, including their interface IPv6 address. You are told that in area 1, R2 is unable to form OSPF agency. In area 0 and area 2, three routers ABR2, R3, and R4 have not been able to form OSPF agency. Lastly, ABR1 and L1 have not received default route information. Part 1. Use show command to troubleshoot OSPF v3 area 1. In part 1, using the particular symptom of network failure report in the background or scenario, begin troubleshooting configuration setting at the router in area 1. Step 1. Check the R2 configuration in area 1. Because R2 is not forming an agency with R1, console into R2 and check its interface IP address configuration and its multi-area OSPF v2 configuration. Use the show running config command to view the configuration. Langsung kita masuk ke R2. Kita lihat konfigurasinya. Enable show running config. Is R2 OSPF v3 routing process configuration present and correct? Has OSPF v3 been active on the gigabit 0/0 and loopback 1 interface, and have they been set to the correct area? Kita lihat konfigurasinya. Pada gigabit Ethernet, IP address-nya kita lihat sudah sama, loopback-nya juga kita lihat sudah sama. Kita masuk ke langkah selanjutnya. If R2 OSPF v3 configuration are correct, it is possible that OSPF v3 has not been configured on the R1 gigabit 0/0 interface. Console into R1 and issue a show running config command to check the gigabit 0/0 interface for the IPv6 OSPF 10 area 1 configuration. Kita masuk ke R1. Enable show running config. Kita lihat konfigurasinya. Kita lihat IPv6 OSPF 10 area 1 sudah dikonfigurasi. Sudah dikonfigurasi dengan benar. Is R1 OSPF VT routing process configuration present and correct? Has OSPF been active di gigabit 0/0 and set to the area 1? Sudah benar ini. Kita baca step selanjutnya. Step C. It is possible that the hello interval and that interval timer have been altered from their default value of 10 seconds and 40 seconds respectively. A timer mismatch can cause the router to not form agency. If the that interval timer is not 4 times the value of the hello interval timer, that could also cause the router to not form agency. Check the hello interval and the dead interval timer value on R1 and R2. Kita langsung cek konfigurasinya dengan menggunakan show IPv6 OSPF interface G0/0, show IPv6 OSPF interface G0/0. Hello interval hello-nya sudah 10 second, dead intervalnya 40 second. Sudah benar konfigurasinya. Kita coba cek di router R2 apakah sudah benar konfigurasinya. So IPv6 OSPF interface G0/0. Kita lihat jalurnya di sini 20, dead 100 times. Is there are mismatch or incorrect configuration on either the R1 and R2 hello interval or dead interval timers? Ya, pada router R2 konfigurasinya masih belum benar. Oke, kita baca langkah selanjutnya. Correct the hello interval and dead interval timer configuration error on R2. Langsung kita konfigurasikan saja ke interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 IPv6 OSPF hello interval 10 IPv6 OSPF dead interval 40. Oke, sudah kita konfigurasikan. If the problem has been correct, a silent message should appear in the R2 console showing an OSPF agency change from loading to full. State if the problem has been correct, and if so, what is the NBR address. NBR-nya 1.1.1.1. Saya message-nya sudah keluar from loading to full. Tandanya konfigurasi telah berhasil. Langkah selanjutnya, step 2, check the router configuration in area 2 starting with ABR2 because it was reported that router ABR2 and R3 and R4 were all unable to form OSPF v3 agency. Console into the ABR2 border router to see why it is unable to form an agency with ASPR router. Kita masuk ke ABR2. enable show running config. Kita lihat konfigurasi pada interface gigabit Ethernet. Pada ABR2 kita lihat IP-nya sudah benar. Pada interface serial 0/0/1 IP address-nya juga sudah benar. Oke, kita baca step selanjutnya. OSPF v3 require the presence of a 32-bit decimal router ID because ABR2 has not IPv4 address assigned to any of its interface. A router ID needs to be manually configured. Configure ABR2 with a SIG.SIG router ID. Oke, kita langsung konfigurasikan saja pada ABR2. Configure terminal IPv6 router OSPF 10. Router ID SIG.SIG.SIG.SIG. If the problem has been correct, Shylock message should appear in the console showing OSPF agency change from loading to full. State if this is the case and what network and where address appear. Shylock message-nya sudah muncul. Untuk and where address-nya 7.7.7.7. Oke, kita baca step selanjutnya. See on ABR2 a Shylock message showing an agency change from loading to full with NVR 3.3.3.3.3 mean that RT is now participating in the OSPF v3 area 2 process. Check that R4 has provide route information for it connect network to the OSPF v3 topology database. Kita lihat topologi database-nya. Kita keluar terlebih dahulu, akan perintah show IPv6 OSPF database. Looking at the output of the show IPv6 OSPF database command, what information would signal the presence of R4? Kita lihat R4. Setelah sudah keluar, kita masuk ke step selanjutnya. Step 3, check ISBR for OSPF v3 default route distribution. A. Because ISBR is the edge router, it should have a static IPv6 default route configured. If so, it can distribute that route using OSPF v3 and a default information originate command. Kita masuk ke ASBR. Enable show running config. Kita lihat konfigurasinya, apakah default information originate sudah dikonfigurasi. Kita lihat tidak ada, belum dikonfigurasi. Langsung kita masuk ke step selanjutnya. Step B, on ASBR add a default information originate command to the OSPF v3 routing process. Langsung kita konfigurasikan. Configure terminal IPv6 router OSPF 10 default information originate. Oke, kita baca step selanjutnya. Check the IPv6 routing table of ABR1 and ABR2 to see if the default route was discovered through OSPF v3. Looking at the output of the show IPv6 route, did the router learn of the default route from OSPF v3? If so, list the length of lensing. Termasuk ke ABR2. Akan perintah show IPv6 route. Lihat sudah discover. Kita lihat konfigurasinya sudah discover. Kita masuk ke ABR1. Show enable show IPv6 route. Lihat konfigurasinya juga sudah. Oke, kita lihat competitionnya sudah 100%. Tandanya apa yang kita konfigurasikan tadi telah berhasil dan troubleshoot telah teratasi. Sekian yang dapat saya sampaikan pada video kali ini. Semoga apa yang saya sampaikan dapat bermanfaat. Saya akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.